Hi, it's Josh Goldberg here, and in this video, I'm going to highlight for you 5 key points when it comes to the spoiled child narcissist. I'm going to explain what happens to the spoiled child narcissist, and I'm also going to explain what doesn't happen for the spoiled child narcissist, along with how it affects the development of their personality and their attachment style. There is a little more to it than just parents spoil the child and the child becomes a narcissist for life. For example, why are the parents spoiling the child or making the child into a trophy child? What message does this give the child about themselves? How does spoiling a child affect their attachment style? Is it the spoiling of the child that is harmful, or is it what the child is not getting from the parents that is what is truly harmful? So make sure you stick around until the end of the video to find out about these key points. Key point number 1. Why do the parents spoil the child or make them into a trophy child? There are many reasons why a parent will spoil a child, and they're all coming from unresolved emotional issues of the parent and a self-identity crisis. Some examples of this. My child needs to be the absolute best because it makes me feel and look the best in my community. I was invisible and nothing in my childhood, therefore I want to give my child absolutely everything so that I avoid the feelings of guilt for potentially doing the same thing to my child. My parents gave me the royal treatment and spoiled me in childhood, and therefore I want to honor my parents and not go against them by repeating this pattern with my child. When a parent is spoiling a child or making them into the trophy child, it is very common for the parent to not let the child to detach from them as they're growing up, because the parent is using the child for some self-validating reasons. So when this child grows up into an adult, on the inside, this person is still internally enmeshed with the parental figure, which creates enormous problems and conflict in adult relationships when this person now tries to attach to another person in an intimate relationship. Key point number 2, love equals self-benefits. Spoiling a child or making them into a trophy child conditions the child to believe that love equals self-benefits, both material and emotional benefits. This is certainly a distorted version of love because real love is more about understanding and validation and support. This creates an insecure attachment style and a negative sense of self, as the child on a deep subconscious level understands that they are not lovable and they are worthless without getting the approval of mum and dad. This also creates a reliance on others and getting their approval and praise, as the child needed to get this approval and praise from the parents in order to feel worthy and loved. So as an adult, the spoiled child narcissist conducts their relationship in a transactional way. I will give you benefits, material benefits and emotional benefits, as long as you give me my supply and my praise. And the real emotional connection and love in the relationship is actually totally missing. Key point number 3, manipulation gets me these self-benefits and love. The spoiled child narcissist learns in childhood that they can actually do things to get these self-benefits, which equals love to them. In fact, the narcissist feels like they have to do things and achieve things to get these self-benefits and feeling of love by manipulating people and situations, because this is how the narcissist was taught to get love in childhood. In a healthy relationship that has an emotional connection, each person in the relationship doesn't have to do anything or achieve anything in order to get this validation and love from the other person. But the narcissist was never shown this or experienced this. In fact, the narcissist doesn't even believe in this type of healthy connection and healthy love. Key point number 4. There is nothing on the outside that's worth me connecting to, therefore I'm staying in here. Because the child was not getting real emotional connection and love from the parents, the child experienced that it is not worth me connecting to the outside world, so the child shuts out the external environment and stays on the inside, which is the only place that they were getting any benefit. The spoiled child narcissist never formed an emotional connection with their parents on the outside, so they never formed a connection to the outside world. Their whole childhood experience and the establishment of their self-identity was based on gratifying their internal fantasy narrative, because their parents were not truly emotionally available in giving the child support, emotional understanding and validation. This is also why the narcissist doesn't have empathy for others. A child that doesn't receive empathy from parents is not able to have empathy for themselves and also give it to others. Because of their emotionally neglectful and insecure childhood experience with the parent, the narcissist will learn that emotions are weak and forbidden, and the narcissist will certainly treat your emotions as such. The narcissist has a philosophy of my emotions were not important or able to exist, so why on earth do you want to have emotions and try and share them with me? To the narcissist, this is not allowed. My emotions were never allowed. Why should your emotions be allowed? Nobody truly cared about my feelings. Why should I care about your feelings? Key point number 5 is if I lose this false self-identity as the king or the queen, I have to face the painful reality that I don't feel worthy of love or worthy of existence. As I mentioned in point number 2, the spoiled child narcissist on a deep level feels unworthy, unloved, and insecure. The grandiose false self fantasy of the narcissist is the narrative that they construct to distract themselves from this deep subconscious pain that they feel towards themselves. And if this false self narrative collapses, the narcissist is left to face their deep feelings of pain and feelings of being unworthy, unloved, and not worthy of existence. The narcissist seeks to avoid this internal sense of pain at any cost, and because the narcissist has shut out the outside world, this means that the narcissist is not able to be influenced by other people, which also means that they're not able to find healing, improvement, and self-growth. I hope this video has been helpful. Take care of yourself and stay gold.